Hello, this is your favorite Osce trainer, Noella Bex, and I am finally going to talk to you about fine-bone nasogastric tube insertion as requested by most of you in my DM. How are we going to introduce ourselves to our patients? Most often, our reason for insertion is in the scenario, and the most common reason is because our patient is not able to swallow. So how are we going to introduce ourselves? So, for example, you could say, hello, my name is Noella, one of the nurses, and I'm here to insert a fine-bone nasogastric tube as you are not able to feed on your own. Is that okay? In that sentence, that is you introducing yourself, trying to explain the procedure and gaining consent. And that is a very smart way of saving time. I'm going to skip most of the part, but talk about the most important part. So the most important part is the part where you're going to insert the tube. Yeah. Now I know that that statement is so long. So I've broken it down into 4 acronyms. IOSR. IOSR may sound but I stands for insert, O for obstruction, S for swallow, and R for respiratory distress. Now, I insert. I am going to insert the proximal end of the tube in your nostril in a backward and inward manner along the floor of your nose. O, obstruction. If I encounter any obstruction, I am going to use a slightly different direction or use the other nostril. S is for swallow. As the tube advances from your nasopharynx down into your esophagus, I am going to ask you to swallow. And R is for respiratory distress. So, as you swallow, I am going to observe you for signs of respiratory distress, such as breathlessness and coughing, where the tube will be removed immediately. Now, when you are done with the procedure, do not forget to write the full name of the procedure. The full name of the procedure is fine-bone nasogastric tube insertion. Also, don't forget to write the pH value that you had and the length of the NG tube that was inserted. And you need to state whether you added 5 centimeters or 10 centimeters. If you do not add 5 or 10 centimeters, it's not a fail. If you found this video very educative, kindly like, follow, share, and comment. See you in my next video. Bye.